Okay, this is about James Forten, born September the 2nd, 1766. He transitioned on March the 4th, 1842. Was an African American abolitionist and wealthy businessman in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Born free in the city, he became a sailmaker after the American Revolutionary War. Following an apprenticeship, he became a foreman and, and bought the seal loaf when his boss retired. Based on equipment he himself had developed, he established a highly profitable business. It was located in the busy waterfront of the Delaware River in the area now called Pennsylvania. James Forten used his wealth and social standing to work for civil rights for African Americans in both the city and nationwide. Beginning in 1817, he opposed the colonization movement, particularly that of the American Colonization Society. He affirmed Americans' claim to a stake in the United States of America. He persuaded William Lloyd Garrison to adopt an anti-colonization position and helped fund his newspaper, The Liberator, 1831 to 1865, frequently publishing letters on public issues. He became vice president of the biracial American Anti-Slavery Society, founded in 1833, and worked for national abolition of slavery. His large family was also devoted to these causes, and two daughters married the Purvis brother, who used their wealth as leaders for abolition. And that is James Forten, became wealthy in the early 1800s or late 1700s and early 1800s back then. So why can't we become more of us become wealthy now? For the hardship he endured back then when slavery was still going on, even before the United States was formed. James Forten, more than a great American, a wealthy American, Black American. Back then, he became wealthy and worked to a. He didn't leave his fellow Black American who was enslaved. He didn't ignore them, but he used his wealth for the abolition of slavery, as most Black people did. They didn't abandon those that were enslaved, those Black Americans who became free and influential during that time. And so, what kind of progress have we made since then? Think about that. There was those of us wealthy, the early 1800s, while slavery was still going on, educated and rich. So there had to be another solution for what's going on.